are off the heels of an incredible Royal Rumble event in Indianapolis, Indiana, as we are live for Monday Night Raw from beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And the road to the Elimination Chamber begins tonight with 2 qualifying matches. Welcome to Monday Night Raw.
The following is the Royal Rumble match.
Inside it feels like I'm barely breathing. Feels like air is running out. Inside I'm stuck here staring at a ceiling. You put up to keep me down, 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 down.
Waking up without a name, opening my eyes, knowing nothing is the same. Circling around a drain, as I realize that there's no one else to blame.
You keep me waiting down here, so far below, staring up from the bottom, from the bottom. I try escaping, but there's nowhere to go. Staring up from the bottom, from the bottom. Each time I hold my fist inside my pocket, hold my breath until I'm blue. Feels like a knife pushed deep inside.
Contest is an extreme rules match and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
You keep me waiting down here, so far below, staring up from the bottom, from the bottom. I try escaping, but there's nowhere to go. Staring up from the bottom, from the bottom.
Everybody out there, devil is coming. Poison on his lips and his words mean nothing. Cold like a mountaintop, father never loved him. Mama said he's bad enough times that it's sunk in. Everybody out there, devil is coming. Promise you the world, but he's always bluffing. Before you even know it's a trap you're stuck in, he's gone like a ghost already off running.
Here is your winner and the new World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for Monday Night Raw here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And just as you saw, it was last night at the Royal Rumble that this man emerged as World Heavyweight Champion. Punk. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk went one-on-one with Kevin Owens in a brutal Extreme Rules match. It could have been a last man standing match. I don't even think Kevin Owens was able to stand after that beatdown from Punk. But I have to say, what we witnessed in that match, the brutality, and CM Punk becoming world champion proves that CM Punk still has gas left in his tank, and he is still the best in the world. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight marks the road to the Elimination Chamber, and we know that the Elimination Chamber will take place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and it is the final stop on the road to WrestleMania. But who will challenge CM Punk? Now, we do have 2 qualification matches here tonight, one for the men, one for the women's. And I've been told earlier today that the Women's Chamber will be Rhea Ripley defending the Women's World Championship. As CM Punk kicks us off on this road. Yeah, I admit, I would say CM Punk is definitely not 100% after that match. Now, Kevin Owens, I've been told he will not be on Monday Night Raw for a while. He's recuperating from injuries after that match. But CM Punk is a man of respect. Now, of course, yeah, he's thanking Kevin Owens for the opportunity for the fight they had last night. I do hope Kevin Owens gets well soon. And you're going to have to kill CM Punk if you want to be world champion. So, if you want to be a fighting champion. Well, whoever steps up, I'm looking forward to Elimination Chamber. Oh, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn. I did not expect Sami Zayn here to be on Monday Night Raw. I thought he was on Friday Night SmackDown, but however, it looks like Sami Zayn is a new member of the Monday Night Raw roster. Now, we did see Sami Zayn in the Royal Rumble match last night, but it wasn't his it wasn't his opportunity, his night last night. We know that Aleister Black has emerged from the men's Royal Rumble. Now, Sami Zayn, I mean, what? Does he have the nerves to interrupt CM Punk here tonight? This is very interesting, but we know that Sami Zayn does have history alongside Kevin Owens. Many years. And not only that, but I would consider them to be brothers, family, as you will. But here in Charlotte, North Carolina, they're on their feet for the underdog from the underground in Sami Zayn. I mean, how cool would it be just to put these two in a match against each other? But who knows? Anything can happen here in the LyonsGamez universe mode. And Sami Zayn, he didn't mean to interrupt Punk, but I mean, hey, yeah, that title does look good on Punk. I can agree. And of course, they have history as well. Not only does Kevin Owens, but CM Punk is Sami Zayn. And lately, yeah, Sami Zayn hasn't had the best of things, and there's that one thing he's never got to achieve. And that's the World Championship. Oh, Sami Zayn issuing a challenge to CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Punk at the Elimination Chamber, take my money. Let's go. Make it official, Adam Pearce. Let's do this. CM Punk, Sami Zayn in Toronto for the world title. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our first match of the night is a men's qualification match for the Elimination Chamber. Well, it seems to me that I hope that Adam Pearce will think about it tonight here on Raw and let us know next week if we will see Sami Zayn and CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Elimination
The
Chamber.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
Now we got our first men's qualification for the Elimination Chamber as we have Finn Balor making his way to the ring, and he'll be taking on the former Intercontinental Champion in Ilja Dragunov. And now we know that, what the hell, I don't think Finn has pyro, but maybe our technician accidentally pressed a button, but things happen, that's okay. Now, it seems to me that, like, as of late, Finn Balor isn't as happy maybe being a part of the Judgment Day, but, like, where the hell is Dom been, or JD McDonough? We haven't seen them in Universe Mode yet, but maybe they're lacking. Maybe Judgment Day, maybe Finn Balor needs to break free from Judgment Day and focus on his own terms. We knew that he had a dark shadow over his head a while back, but is that still here? Like, Finn Balor looks focused and ready for his match tonight. But how is Ilja Dragunov feeling after losing the Intercontinental Championship to none other than Seth Rollins? Now we know both of these individuals were in the Royal Rumble last night. Are they 100%? And speaking about the Intercontinental Championship, that will be on the line tonight. Seth Rollins.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 210 pounds, Ilja Dragunov!
Well, guess this, guys. Get this. On my notes here, I've been told that Seth Rollins will be defending the Intercontinental Championship in our main event tonight on Raw against the man who eliminated him from the Royal Rumble, the runner-up of the Royal Rumble, L.A. Knight. Yeah, as L.A. Knight is now officially on Monday Night Raw. That will be our main event of tonight's show. But here to start us off is one-on-one action as Ilja Dragunov takes on Finn Balor, and the winner will head to the Elimination Chamber in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which will be the final stop on the road to WrestleMania. And we found out from Pat McAfee last night that WrestleMania comes to you live from Las Vegas, and for the first time ever, it's going to be a 2-night event. Well, technically, first time ever in this new universe mode, but I've done it before in my old series. And if you're new to my series, welcome aboard. If you've been around, if you have remembered my universe mode series, welcome back. And some sign of respects here between Finn Balor and Ilja Dragunov. And these two, they want the momentum heading in to the Elimination Chamber. As you can see there, our match graphic. And we do have a women's qualification match later tonight. We will see Lyra Valkyria as she goes one-on-one with Blake Monroe. But Finn Balor very technical here in this early going of this contest. Now, I've been told in my headset that the winner of the men's Elimination Chamber will go to WrestleMania, and whichever championship that Aleister Black does not choose, the winner of the Elimination Chamber will get to the other championship, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is, but in my opinion, I believe that Aleister Black might be staying at SmackDown And he might go for that undisputed WWE Championship. We know that Aleister Black might have a plan up his sleeve, but we know we have a new undisputed WWE Champion in Randy Orton. And how would you guys feel if we saw the Viper versus the Prince of Darkness, Aleister Black? A cover there by Balor, but Dragunov kicking out. I need to focus on this match. I've been kind of all over the place here already tonight, but we are just off the heels of an insane Royal Rumble event, and what a night it was. And if you haven't checked it out, please go do so. And Triple H believes that it's yet another new era here for the LyonsGamez Universe mode. We're back with commentary, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the road to WrestleMania. We're doing a little thing different here. Instead of starting at Backlash, we are starting from the Royal Rumble, working towards WrestleMania. We got storylines planned. And of course, Universe mode. It may not always be here, but that's okay. We got a little bit of variety here on the channel, and if you're new, hit that subscribe and welcome to the LyonsDen. As Finn Balor working the neck there. Oh, Dragunov with a nice counter. Now, Ilja Dragunov, he wanted to possibly win that Rumble match, but even though he did lose the Intercontinental Championship, he has an opportunity to get to the Elimination Chamber. But, hey, I would like to see Ilja Dragunov and Rollins maybe run it back if Rollins defends his title here tonight against LA Knight. Well, what if LA Knight wins? Then we'll have a new champion at the end of tonight. We'll have to find out later on. That's our main event to come. But Balor, again, trying to work the neck of Dragunov. And a sling blade taking out the Moscow Dragon. And again, the strike by Balor, the chop slap. And Dragunov went for a clothesline, but John Cena is not in this match, unfortunately. There's Finn Balor in the corner with Dragunov here. Again, looking for that buckle bomb. Shades of Seth Rollins with that buckle bomb. And now Finn Balor taking a... I just noticed, obviously, Seth Rollins doing that maneuver. Now, that's interesting. And up and over goes Dragunov. He would have been eliminated just like last night at the Rumble. And now Balor trying to get Dragunov up on his feet. Went for that clothesline, but taken out himself. As Dragunov looking for that knee strike, and no, Balor gets up. Both men on the outside. And again, just destroying the barricade there, the TV screen. What a night it's already been here tonight. We heard from CM Punk, our new World Heavyweight Champion, interrupted by Sami Zayn with no disrespect. However, Sami Zayn is obviously considered to be family with Kevin Owens, but now Sami Zayn wants to step up for his family. He wants to take an opportunity for that one thing he's never achieved in his career, and that is the World Championship. And CM Punk, a man of respect, he said, why not? Let them have a match at the Elimination Chamber. And I'm hoping Adam Pearce will make that official for next week here on Monday Night Raw. Adam Pearce is taking the night off, however, but I assure he is watching tonight's show from whatever he's doing. There's a car with that count there, count of one, as Balor trying to figure out what he's got to do to put away Ilja Dragunov. Back in the corner they go. Dragunov in trouble, but nice counter. Again. Where's he going? Went for another clothesline, but Balor dodged it. Now Balor from behind. Up and over. 1916. Dropping Dragunov. And now Balor signaling. Is he looking for that shotgun drop kick? I don't know, but Dragunov trying to get up to his feet. Taken out. Oh. Going for a double foot stomp and a springboard drop kick, no connection. And up and over, dropping Dragunov right on his neck. How much more damage can Dragunov take to his neck? Now, one thing I was very impressed by in that Royal Rumble match is Raw's newest superstar, I would say, in a way, and a member of the Vision. And that is Logan Paul. Now, after this match, I've been told Logan Paul is here tonight, and he's got some choice of words. Because, why was I impressed? because he had 5 eliminations in that Royal Rumble match, and yet he still didn't even come out victorious. So I know that Logan Paul is backstage tonight. He's got something to say, so we'll hear from him after this matchup. And Dragunov went for that back elbow. And I gotta say too, one person who did not say a word when she arrived here tonight is Becky Lynch. Now I know Becky Lynch has an opportunity to come out here and talk about what transpired in that Royal Rumble match last night. And she's not really happy, especially with the winner, and that was Bayley. As Finn Balor again, Dragunov here with the chop flat battle. Back and forth, and Balor looking for that drop kick right to the side of the head. Now Balor from behind again, taking Dragunov out. And Balor in trouble. Roll up by Dragunov, and he's got the leg on the rope. Referee doesn't see it though, and a kick out before the 1 count. And now Dragunov looking for that clothesline. This time it connects, taken out Finn Balor. And Dragunov fired up the Moscow Dragon. I don't even know if that's what they call him, but that's what I'm calling him. And now Dragunov in trouble. Balor going up and over. This time it was Balor taken out to the outside. Both men. They gotta be cautious of the 10 count. I can't tell if Dragunov busted open or not, but I think he's just more fired up than anything. But I feel like this match is very back and forth from the very get-go. And a senton there by Dragunov on the outside, just working the arm of Balor. I know, knocking the lights out of Balor with that forearm. That might be it. And Dragunov looking to take Balor back inside the ring. Finn Balor seems like he's out of it after that forearm smash to the face. 1 and a kick out before the 1 count. Where did Balor get this energy from? Another sling blade. And Balor going up top. This could be it. Balor with the coup de grace. Cover on Dragunov. 1, 2. No, and Dragunov fights out. Even Finn Balor thought that was a 3 count. This is our first match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Who's moving on to the Elimination Chamber? That drop kick there. Now, Dragunov is busted open. I thought he was already, but... Now Dragunov just taking control here. And a sling blade got caught by surprise. What a counter there by Balor. That was impressive. Now, does it seem to me the way that Balor is wrestling here tonight, does he actually have to be a part of the Judgment Day? I don't think so. Now, what is he thinking here? And Balor has a hold of Dragunov. Dragunov caught him. What's Dragunov looking for? Has a side of Balor. And just looking to drape him across the top rope there. And now again, fired up and everything. The crimson red coming down his face. Taking out Balor with another clothesline. And now Dragunov fired up. Will he be able to finish the job here tonight? Balor down and out. Again, that massive forearm right to the face. It has to be it. Will Dragunov move on to the chamber? Wow! Balor again caught by surprise. Somehow is still in this match. But I find the more damage Finn Balor takes, the more energy he gets and arises to the occasion. Taking out Dragunov. And now Balor going up top. Coup de grace. 1, 2, 3, and Finn Balor is going to the Elimination Chamber. What a matchup here to start us off for Monday Night Raw. Very intense between these two. I have to give kudos to Ilja Dragunov, but in the end, it was not only 1 but 2 coup de grace for Finn Balor as he emerges victorious here tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina. And now Finn Balor has his sights, not possibly to the road to WrestleMania, but at least to the Elimination Chamber. But who else will qualify? We have 2 more for Monday Night Raw and 3 from Friday Night SmackDown. So we'll find out who else qualifies, but Finn Balor can punch his ticket to the most vicious match in WWE history, and that is the Elimination Chamber. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We have the War Raiders in action, in tag action. They're already here in the ring. We heard from Logan Paul. Next week, he's got a qualification match, but again, 2 for the Elimination Chamber. We'll find out next week. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who they're facing tonight, the War Raiders. Uh-oh. Who is this? What's this? The lights are out. We got the fireflies out. Well, that's Bray Wyatt's chair. That's the Wyatt's chair. And the lamp. The lantern, I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me they have finally arrived here tonight. Here in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can hear the crowd on their feet for them. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wyatt Six. Uncle Howdy. Dexter Lumis. Joe Gacy. Eric Rowan. And Nikki Cross. They're here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we saw the subliminal messages towards Finn Balor, but maybe they don't need a new maybe they don't need Finn Balor as a target anymore. Maybe we just thought that was something, but who knows? But I mean, maybe Uncle Howdy still wants to send a message not only to Finn Balor, but maybe just to possibly the Judgment Day. Who knows? But I've been told that Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis will be taking on the War Raiders here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very interesting entrance here tonight. Bray Wyatt would be very happy to see this. Bray Wyatt's work comes to life here tonight. The Wyatt Six have arrived here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm looking forward to this. A new era here in LyonsGamez Universe mode. Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders, they are ready for action here against Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis into Wyatt Six. And Joe Gacy and Ivar tying up here. Neckbreaker by Joe Gacy. Now, I can't remember if I even utilized the Wyatt Six at all in my old series, but this is new for me using them, so I hope we'll have to see what they bring to Monday Night Raw on the road to WrestleMania. A nice takedown. Now we know that our current World Tag Team Championships are held by none other than Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The Vision, alongside Austin Theory and Logan Paul. We heard Logan Paul moments ago. He had 5 eliminations and he still did not even win the Royal Rumble match. And he seemed heated, but my question is, who will he be taking on next episode of Monday Night Raw? For the qualification for the Elimination Chamber, we'll find out. Now Dexter Lumis inside the ring against Eric here. Nice back suplex up and over. And a leg drop there. Nice combination by Dexter Lumis. Now this is going to be, I feel like the Wyatt Six will bring something different to the tag team division here on Monday Night Raw. We know that over on SmackDown, our current tag team champions are DIY. Now, of course, we haven't really seen a lot of tag teams, but in the upcoming episodes, I promise you that we will be seeing more tag teams appear on each brand. Now, William Regal was on the Royal Rumble. He was there last night, and he did mention the possible return of NXT. Now, we don't know exactly when NXT will return, but I sure hope that NXT will have a decent roster. And if NXT doesn't come back, then that's okay. We'll keep doing Raw and SmackDown, but if you guys want to see NXT, let me know. And Joe Gacy taking out Ivar on the outside there, trying to keep the numbers advantage for the Wyatt Six. You can see Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan and Nikki Cross watching in. And now Joe Gacy has a hold of Eric. with the gun wrench position into that power bomb. Followed by a leg drop. What a combination there. Now, this is not a number one contender match, but however, one of these two teams can get their names in the hat for a potential shot at the tag team titles. We know that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed did defeat the Lucha Bros, Penta and Rey Fenix, at Saturday night's main event just before the Royal Rumble. But I assure that Penta and Rey Fenix will eventually want a shot at their rematch for the tag team gold. Now, we saw both brothers involved in that Royal Rumble match. I have to say, I was pretty impressed with the four members of the Vision in the Royal Rumble match. Hell, Bronson Reed was in the final four. But in the end, it was Aleister Black victorious. I've been told we will hear from Aleister Black on Friday Night SmackDown, and he already has an answer of which championship that he will face at WrestleMania. Now, Joe Gacy. Both men on the outside. That clothesline taking out Gacy on the outside. Eric fired up for the Roar Raiders. Now, Dexter Lumis just watching in. I'm not sure what his intentions are here. And Dexter Lumis up and over, taking out Eric. Wow. I have to say, I'm impressed with the Wyatt Six already here tonight in this early going of this tag team contest. Now Gacy again looking for that DDT on the side of the apron. Dropping Eric's head on the hardest part of the ring. And as you can see here, we have revamped Monday Night Raw as we kickstart our way to the Elimination Chamber. I'm looking forward to the Elimination Chamber. That is the final stop on the road to WrestleMania. But guys, I can't wait till eventually when we get to WrestleMania. And I said, I know we're doing things a little different with this Universe Mode series. And it's kind of giving me a better ideas moving forward and taking my time with everything. And rest assured, when we get to WrestleMania, it will be fun to do. And a cover here. And almost a 3 count as Eric holds in this match still. Now, if you were Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, I'd probably be watching this match as well because, like I said, one of these two teams perhaps could earn a shot down the line. Now, Joe Gacy with that spin-out clothesline taking out Eric. Dexter Lumis watching in, hoping to be tagged into this match. Now, Eric looking for a massive powerbomb, possibly. There's a sit-down powerbomb. Nice powerbomb there by Eric. And a drop kick by Gacy. And every time that Eric is trying to make a tag to Ivar, Gacy is trying to find a way to stop it, trying to intervene here. Nice distraction there by Ivar, but countered by Gacy as Gacy sending Eric into the corner. Up and over. Did you see the height? Damn. I never seen a guy in the stature of Eric go up that high and fall back down, but you know, the velocity, the sign to gravity, whatever goes up must come down, but that might have tweaked his shoulder a little bit. You can see Eric kind of leaning in the center of the ring there, holding his shoulder. Hopefully that didn't do anything, and Lumis with that roll up, but breaking it up by Eric. I have to say, these two teams are actually working well against each other here tonight, but in the most part of the match, I would say it's more towards the White Six. And up and over. Dexter Lumis in trouble. Hanging up along the ropes there. Now Ivar in trouble. Hey, look, is that the guy in the green shirt in the front row? I'm not sure, but there is not the actual legit guy, but there is a guy in the front row with the green shirt. Now Dexter Lumis looking to maybe make a tag. I don't know what he was doing. In the corner goes Ivar. And the chop slaps. I'm very impressed with the Wyatt Six here in their debut here on Monday Night Raw. And the leg drop, no connection. As Ivar, I'm gonna swing the leg around, but Loomis with the counter. And the rest of the Wyatt Six just watching in. Went for a super kick, and I didn't realize Ivar was busted open. I'm not sure exactly where in this match he was busted open, but that looks kind of nasty and a little bit. Who else will continue the momentum in this tag match? Ivar maybe looking to give it to the War Raider here. Will he make a tag? He does. There's Eric back in this match, but how is the shoulder? We saw moments earlier he was holding the shoulder. Hopefully it's not injured. And now the War Raiders trying to take control here, but Dexter Loomis with an uppercut there. Now Loomis with a massive spine buster to the lower back of Eric, trying to keep the big man down. Now Dexter Loomis up and over, and Ivar. Did you hear Ivar? Right before he got taken out, he just roared like Shrek, man. And speaking about Shrek, Shrek 2, I have been playing here on the channel. If you haven't checked out part 1 or part 2, go ahead and take a look, because that game is fun. And I definitely will be bringing more of that as well. And Ivar just dropping him with a slam on the outside. Dexter Loomis in trouble, but Gacy trying to make a save for his brother. I'm not sure what Gacy's plan is, but looks like we got a 2-on-1 on the outside. And this is where things can get chaotic on the outside. And wow, a double axe hammer taking out both War Raiders by Joe Gacy. That was awesome. Now Eric and Gacy going at it. But Eric is the legal man, and so is Dexter Loomis. Both men back in the ring, and now Dexter Loomis. I'm going to smash to the face of Eric right off the ring mat there. And now shoulder first takedown to Ivar. There's Dexter Loomis. What's he looking to do here? He's got a sleeper hold on Eric. Is he going to tap him out? Oh, I think he had to let go. I don't think he had it fully locked in. There's Dexter Loomis with the cover. Could this be it? 1, 2. No, and Eric kicking out at 2.5. Looked like he was put to sleep somehow. Now Dexter Loomis sending Eric into the corner. Maybe another tag opportunity for the Wyatt Six. And assisting Joe Gacy with a clothesline from the top. And now Gacy looking to take out Ivar. And Ivar face first off the steel steps. He's knocked out. Oh my goodness gracious. Someone should check in on Ivar. There's a drop kick by Gacy. And a roll up by Eric. 1 and a counter by Gacy. 1, 2, 3, and he got him. What a counter by the Wyatt Six. I mean, not really the way that you'd want to see him at to finish, but caught him off by surprise. But I feel bad for Ivar. I mean, he did get up by himself, but the impact right off the steel steps there. Oof. Hopefully, Medical can take a look at both War Raiders. I mean, this was pretty good tag match here tonight, but oh man. And what a way for the Wyatt Six making their debut here tonight, but I don't think this is this will be, I'm sure we'll see more of them here on Monday Night Raw. I don't think they're going anywhere, and we'll find out maybe if they do have their eyes set on the Judgment Day. If not, then who will the Wyatt Six target next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the man, Becky Lynch. Like I said, ever since arriving here tonight, she has yet to say a word to anyone. Now, I don't blame her, because she entered at number 30 in the Women's Rumble match last night, and despite some technical difficulties with maybe Bayley. I don't know. That's what Becky Lynch referred it as. And Becky Lynch, I mean, I would be mad if I was number 30 and the person who was hanging on for half the match just decided to eliminate me. But Becky Lynch, she's out here tonight. She's got some words to say to Bayley, I'm guessing. Like I said, Becky Lynch, she's in a different mood here tonight. I mean, mixed reactions from the Charlotte, North Carolina crowd here tonight towards the man. But we'll see what Becky Lynch has to say. And I hope you guys have been enjoying Monday Night Raw here up until this point if you've been watching. What a night's been. We still have our women's qualification match as well as the Intercontinental Championship. But Becky Lynch, wonder what she has to say. Yeah, I knew this was about Bayley. She's mad. Yeah, and Becky Lynch got screwed over by Rhea Ripley last Monday Night on Raw as well. She could have been in that women's championship match. Wait a minute, what? Becky Lynch is planning to quit WWE if she loses to Bayley? Well, we'll hear from Bayley on SmackDown, I guess. Wow. Becky Lynch is throwing her job on the line against Bayley's WrestleMania opportunity. Wow. We'll find out more on SmackDown, but we have more action to come here on Monday Night Raw. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for more in-ring action, as this is our first women's qualifying match. And it will be for the Women's World Championship at the Elimination Chamber. So Rhea Ripley will be defending in the Elimination Chamber. So I guess that means we have 5 qualification matches. And I've been told that
The following contest is scheduled
2 of them
for
will be from
one
SmackDown.
making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
So I guess we got 2 SmackDown qualification matches for the females to be added into the Women's World Championship match. That's very impressive. And then we'll have 3 from Raw here as well. Well, that'd be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. But Lyra Valkyria has a big opportunity here tonight to qualify first if she can beat Blake Monroe. Now, of course, both of these 2 women were in the Rumble last night. Lyra Valkyria was, I believe, number 21 entering in that match. She had an opportunity, but unfortunately, she didn't make it all the way. In the final 3, it was Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Naomi. And here is Blake Monroe. Glamour is forever. Will she be able to beat Lyra Valkyria? Now, I have to say, I was impressed with Blake Monroe. She eliminated Trish Stratus in that Rumble last night. Now, I can't say, I mean, that should be some acknowledgement for Blake Monroe. Someone who's new here to Universe Mode, eliminating a legend in Trish Stratus. I mean, will that be the only time we see those 2 confront each other? But who knows?
England, Monroe.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, Trish Stratus is from Toronto, and we know that, of course, with the Elimination Chamber in Toronto. I mean, Blake Monroe, hey, you might want to watch out. Trish Stratus might have something up her sleeve against you after eliminating her from the Rumble. But we also saw Lita in the Rumble match, and we saw Kelly, so that was very interesting too. Now I'm looking forward to this qualification match. Will it be Blake Monroe or Lyra Valkyria? And of course, we just found out earlier tonight that the Women's World Championship will be contested in the Elimination Chamber match. Rhea Ripley is automatically in that match. she defeated Io Sky last night at the Rumble match. Now, will Io Sky have a qualification match? I hope so. I would like to see her involved. She almost had an opportunity to win last night, but in the end it was Rhea Ripley with a devastating second riptide to her friend. And of course, like I said, that match between them was no disrespect. It was just one-on-one. And wow, already a frog splash there by Blake Monroe. Cover. And almost a quick 3 count. This match just started. I have to say, I'm impressed with Blake Monroe. I feel like she's going to be a big star here on Monday Night Raw moving forward. But especially after that, she almost got a 3 count. And this match literally just started. And the ground and pound there by Blake Monroe. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover. You know, like, she says glamorous forever. She's got the looks. But like I said, she can bring a fight, I bet. And we're going to see that here tonight against Valkyria. And like I said, she eliminated Trish Stratus. Like, don't sleep on Blake Monroe. I believe she has what it takes to be a future Women's World Champion. And if tonight's not the night, then down the line, I rest assured she probably will. And a kick to the gut there against Valkyria, sending her into the corner. Has a hold of her and just draping her body down the back of the ropes there with the arm bar. Oh, poor Lyra there in pain. That hurts my arm just watching. Now Lyra Valkyria was with the strikes there, but Blake Monroe, and again working the armbar. Very strategic move there by Blake Monroe. Now just here's kind of like off commentary thing perspective. I'm doing my best. Sometimes I don't know every move, but you know, I'm just doing my best, that's all. But we're back, alright, so let's go. I guess a disclaimer, that's what you would call it. And now, Lyra Valkyria up and over on the shoulders. There's the Nightwing, her own finisher against her. Wow. And Blake Monroe almost another opportunity for stealing a victory using the Nightwing. Lyra's own finisher, but I think maybe not the Nightwing. I don't know. She had the one like hooked, but it looked very similar. With Blake Monroe trying to bring the fight back to Lyra here. Now Blake Monroe. Ooh, in trouble with the clothesline takedown here by Valkyria and the drop kick on a combination cover quickly here. And a kick out before the one, or at the one there. Now Valkyria has a gut wrench position here. Looking for the sit down powerbomb. Could this be it? And again the count before the one. And a headbutt, massive headbutt there by Blake Monroe. And now Blake Monroe looking for the Boston Crab, looking to break the back and the legs there. Ooh. I don't know if she had it fully locked in because she let go quickly. And now arms are hooked. There's a DDT, that butterfly DDT. I'm not sure what you want to call it. The glamour DDT, I guess. And another kick out by Lyra Valkyria. And Blake Monroe furious here tonight. She has 3 opportunities where she could have put this match away already. And now she's yelling at the ref to do his job better. Now Lyra Valkyria with the kicks. Valkyria fighting back here in this match. I mean, Blake Monroe, like I said, she's got a bright future here on Monday Night Raw. But so does Lyra Valkyria, and only one of these two women can headline to Elimination Chamber and challenge for the Women's World Championship. Now, Lyra Valkyria, Blake Monroe in the corner. And again, went for that strike. Up and over. Blake Monroe has her going for the strike here. What is she looking for? Maybe a superplex, but... Oh. The cold breaker into the corner. What a maneuver there. Cover. It's just it. 1, 2. And again, Valkyria fights out. And Blake Monroe can't believe it. She told the ref to do his job better and still not helping. Now Blake Monroe going up and over. Blake Monroe with a drop kick, taking out Valkyria. Beautiful drop kick there. And now the chop slap, but Valkyria fighting back here. Working the arm, but Blake Monroe countered. Shots to the gut. The body blows. Now Valkyria with an enziguri taking out Monroe. Referee just watching in. Valkyria going up top. Monroe still down and out. There's a frog splash, but she got the knees up. Blake Monroe got the knees up just in time. And again, looking for the clever DDT. Into the cover. 1, 2. No! And Valkyria kicks out. You have to be kidding me. You can see Valkyria, the blood coming down her face. She's fired up. There's a crossbody, no connection. And Blake Monroe with the roll up. With the roll up. It's a 1, 2. No, and Valkyria's still in. Oh, and the forearm smash. And now Valkyria with the counter. Valkyria trying to fight back. Kicks to the gut. Oh, back and forth. And out of nowhere, has her up. There's the Nightwing. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And Valkyria's going to the chamber. Valkyria is going to the chamber. Excuse me, I'm not sure what happened with their cameras there, but Valkyria, Lyra Valkyria, staying in this match. I mean, kudos to Blake Monroe. She put up a fight. She brought everything she had to the table, but in the end, Lyra Valkyria, the warrior within, hit the Nightwing for the final 3 count. And now Lyra Valkyria has punched her ticket to the Elimination Chamber to be one of the 5 other qualifiers. And an opportunity for the Women's World Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up tonight's show, we have one more match, and that is the Intercontinental Championship. LA Knight, Seth Rollins. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your main event time here on Monday Night Raw.
And it's for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Well, Seth Rollins looking to defend his Intercontinental Championship against this man, making his way to Monday nights. LA Knight, yeah. Now, okay, I'm not the best at saying that, but I tried. But anyways, LA Knight, the man who was the runner-up in the Royal Rumble. He was eliminated in the end by Aleister Black. I don't know what exactly Aleister Black whispered to him, but LA Knight making his way to Monday Night Raw, and what a way to do so in the main event, and an opportunity against the man who he eliminated, Seth freaking Rollins. But ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, when he's in a heated mood, he's just gonna curb your stomp. Curb stomp your ass. I don't know. This night has been crazy good. And it's just getting better by the minute. But ladies and gentlemen, if LA Knight could make his debut happen here in a big way and beat Seth Rollins in his first title defense, now that would be something for LA Knight. But Seth Rollins, like I said, he's in a heated mood after being eliminated by LA Knight. And this is his first title defense since winning the Intercontinental Championship against Ilja Dragunov. But damn, that title looks good on Seth freaking Rollins. This is main event time. This is Monday Night Rollins. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is the Intercontinental Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. And like I said, we are on the road to the Elimination Chamber. Finn Balor has punched his ticket to the chamber, and so has Lyra Valkyria. We'll have 2 qualification matches announced for Friday Night SmackDown when we reveal the match card. And Seth Rollins, I can't think then anything else than, what if he has an opportunity for the Elimination Chamber? Could we see Seth Rollins be a dual champion at WrestleMania? Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Anything can happen from now until WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the thing about WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania. All the full surprises, all the crazy matches that could build up to the extravaganza. WrestleMania is where every superstar wants to be. And last night at the Royal Rumble, that just started for Aleister Black and for potentially Bayley. Now, I don't know yet what Becky Lynch was thinking here tonight.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight. And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, it is time for Seth Rollins to make his first title defense here tonight. Now, I would love to see LA Knight be victorious, but I'm going to throw my money on Seth Rollins tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because Seth Rollins was eliminated in the final 3 by LA Knight. So, LA Knight does have the momentum coming into this match, but with the mindset of Seth Rollins when he is heated, when he's, focused on hurting his opponent. But there's a big boot there by LA Knight as soon as the bell rung. Like I said, this is going to be interesting to see. Seth Rollins does not want to give up the title in his first defense, but we'll find out. And of course, I believe this is the first ever time I've had these 2 face off in Universe mode. LA Knight being now a part of Monday Night Raw, coming over from Friday Night SmackDown after last night's Royal Rumble. Like I said, I've kind of switched up some of the rosters just a little bit. And Seth Rollins on his way outside the ring here. What's he thinking? Taking some time just to recuperate his mindset here. He knows that LA Knight has the momentum shift. Jessica Carr got taken out there. And Seth Rollins. The dirty mindset of Seth Rollins with the steel chair. Not this way, Rollins. There's a chair strike taken out. LA Knight. And Jessica Carr got back up on her feet, but no count out. No disqualification, Cover here. And a kick out at 1. But LA Knight being taken out with that steel chair by Rollins. in this early going of this contest. I mean, I feel bad for Jessica Carr. She got taken out by mistake. Now LA Knight trying to fight back. Rollins with that high knee strike taken out. Knight, wow, what a beautiful counter. Oh, and then enziguri. I was going to say LA Knight got up pretty quick, but he ate an enziguri there. Seth Rollins focused. As LA Knight trying to fight here after that cheap shot by Rollins. Rollins with that feet to the face and again with the strike. Rollins looking for a neck breaker tonight. I mean, trying to weaken the neck, especially after that cheap chair shot too. Rollins was looking to maybe trying to find a cheap way to win this match. And already Seth Rollins with a pedigree tonight. And now Seth Rollins in the corner. Seth Rollins looking to play away. LA Knight already with the curb stomp. Is this it? Is this it for Knight? It's over. 1, 2. And LA Knight kicks out at 2.5. And Rollins caught by surprise. LA Knight kicking out of a curb stomp. I mean, this match would have been over really quick. I thought, like, this is our main event. But Seth Rollins, like I said, he's in a furious mood. He wants to hurt LA Knight here tonight after being eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins was number 30, making it to the final 4. The final 3, as you will. But in the end, Aleister Black winning, victorious. Now, I had my money on Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns didn't really last that long. But I have to say, like I said, Logan Paul, very impressive with 5 eliminations. The question remains, who will he be qualifying against next week here on Raw? LA Knight and Rollins back and forth on the outside. Jessica Carr to count of 4. Rollins, I can hear Rollins yelling at LA Knight here, just face first off the announcer table. Think he's funny pal, like coming over to Raw and trying to challenge for his title. I guess this is a reward, as you will, for LA Knight for eliminating Rollins, but Rollins is not happy here tonight at all. Now Rollins sending Knight back outside of the ring. And just sliding through the ropes, taking Knight out with that drop kick. Now what's he thinking? Again, against the announcer table. Just mocking LA Knight, telling the ref to stop the count. Now face first again, off the announcer table. How much more damage can LA Knight take to his head after already suffering a curb stomp and a pedigree? Now LA Knight just being mocked by Seth Rollins here. Now Seth Rollins with that forearm smash on the outside, count of 6. And Rollins with that moonsault taken out. LA Knight. Now Rollins trying to get back inside the ring to break up the count. And he does. Well, not really how I would expect this main event to go, but I mean, the way that Seth Rollins' mindset is tonight, I feel he just wants to have a beatdown towards LA Knight. Taking a cheap shot there. There's a springboard knee like we saw earlier, but Jessica Carr moved out of the way. And Rollins looking to finish this once and for all. There's another curb stomp. Wait, LA Knight just dodged it, I think. How the hell? I don't know. I have to check the replay. I think LA Knight missed the curb stomp. You know, Seth Rollins trying to fire himself up. Mixed reactions here tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina. I can't tell if he did hit him or LA Knight just got up and Seth Rollins trying to cheat here again. Taking a part of the turnbuckle pad. Well, the referee's distracted. LA Knight has a hold of Rollins in the corner. Rollins went for a super kick, but caught by Knight. Enziguri And Seth Rollins going back to the far corner. Knight still down. There's a curb stomp again. This time, this might be it. Knight's knocked out. 1, 2, 3, and good night, LA Knight. Seth Rollins victorious in his first title defense in our main event here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to another exciting edition of Monday Night Raw. Universe mode will continue, but like I said, I don't want to rush myself with it. I want to take time. But I have to say, what are your thoughts after tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw? Let me know down below, because the Royal Rumble was just the beginning on the road to WrestleMania. Our next stop will be the Elimination Chamber, but that will come time. But for now, we look forward to Friday Night SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. I will reveal the SmackDown match card at some point for you guys. More gaming to come here on LyonsGamez. And I'm just going to say it anyways. Remember to keep gaming on from Charlotte, North Carolina. Good night, everybody.